Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So after the INT, it's Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On second down, Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Allen on third. And Diggs has it. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
56, 56.
These two teams all tied after one. Second and 9. Allen eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game. I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Hey, 646.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 31 yards. And the Packers are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. On play action, Allen. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tourney Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon from 17 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game and half that might provide a psychological boost. Allen hit, he lost the football, and fortunately the Bills jump on it and get it back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now Allen again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Completed out left to Dobbs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off-play action. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. To the air, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Rodgers. Out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 29, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. On first down, Allen on the move to his left. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And again, it's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Allen will try to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Hey, you walk over here. Back on. Go to 50. Hey, you flag.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
He'll take this to the 46.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, take 26.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Running right, Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they